the sound now. Okay, I can't wait that long. I'm going to turn the sound off down here. And this is one of those games that collapse every time I click outside of it. So just real quick, I'm clicking outside of it to, there we go, for LCV. Still not there. Login. Alright, so I just real quick said setting game so far. I said what I typed in sorry James login, and there's a whole bunch of things about people. So this is a puzzle. There's a puzzle to get in, and they said read the Sora page description. So I'm cheating. I won't be looking up clues for going forward, but James Garner. Maybe that's what I have to put in as the login. Leading tech company in the web review. You got an unusual task of decrypting company files. Usual is that these files contain bizarre chat, things that become weird, you realize you Java hack love. Story, why is it so important? Story. So let's see if we... Here, James Garner. I bet that's it right there. You guys can't even see what I'm doing right now. I'm looking at... This is... And if you look right here, this is... It says James _ Garner. I'm betting this is the information I need. So let's see. Damn it. I was hoping. Oh, there. I just copy and pasted it. Alright, I got in. Alright, sounds. Alright, still too loud for me, so bringing it down. There we go. Alright, chat. Typing. Maria's typing. Maria with 2 eyes is typing. Kevin's on as well. Hello, James. I have a personal task for you. I need you to decrypt some files. As always, better keep it quiet. This task is the highest priority, so tell your team that you're on a sick list in the coming days. Code is 31, 23, 51, 62, 90, 21, 45. Now, just in case I can't get back to that, and I'm not going to go through the trouble of writing it down, I'm just going to take a picture of that code. So I don't know how to use a camera, apparently. It's on my phone if I need it later, which I will, in theory. Got you. Received a file. Kevin. Let's see what Kevin talked to me about yesterday. Remember Tom? Yeah, I remember Tom. That eccentric guy who was trying to prove that Sheldon was not real character. Not the real character. It's ridiculous to listen to the only person whose work is his only girlfriend, but still. I didn't hear anything from him after he was fired. Strange. I thought I was his only friend at work. Hope he's fine. Yeah, me neither. Good to know. Alright. Now, before we look at what we got sent, I want to look at this log file, because it was already on the computer. It says log loaded, but it doesn't have anything in it. Good to know. File closed. So we're going to bring it up. Unlock. $31, 23, 51, 62, 90, 21, 45. Unlock. Alright, we're in. We've got an achievement for that. Maybe. It's probably something like that, Nod. Alright, so let's start at the top. Decrypt. Oh, okay, so that was it. That was a puzzle, essentially, that I solved, even though I didn't know I solved it. I'm pretty good at those type of things, so it was just a matter of clicking it into place. But I've now decrypted it. Alright. Hey, Mr. Boner, are you going to return my fucking panties? Wow. This is Elisa. The one you stole from me at the party, you asshole. Okay, this is going to say what panties. This is his conversation. We're not seeing it. Listen to me. I'm not kidding. You better give it back if you want to stay alive. You're Thomas, right? And you were at Renton's parties yesterday, right? And you broke the window. Game is starting good. There you go. The dragon likes it. I'm sorry. I probably confused you with someone else. You're just the only Tom I found in Renton's friends on Facebook. My bad. Alright, so Eliza got her panties stolen from a Tom who is a friend of Renton. Renton had a party. This is a Tom on Renton's Facebook. We do not know if it's the same or not. He claims to not be the same Tom. Let's decrypt this one. There we go. Alright, let's see what this one says. Open. I'm much easier with girls. Eliza. Okay, so I'm getting the feeling that this is kind of like Her Story. Do you remember Her Story? Some of you were here when I played that. Some of you weren't. It's like it was an out of order video clips, and you had to come up with a story. I don't know if there's going to be an actual we can end it. We couldn't end Her Story. There was no ending. It was just understanding it, and you're like, oh, I understand it at the end. I assume there'll be something where there's an actual story. But I agree. Hi, Mr. Boner. But it's going to be telling us a story out of order in clips, and we're going to have to figure it out. This is Eliza again. It's much easier with girls. We don't know what she's talking about. It's clearly the middle of a conversation. We don't know who she's talking to. Getting along with girls is easy. Oh, dates. Good call. September 16. We'll go back and look at the other one. It happened at the party. My friend and I were celebrating the end of the semester. Renton decided to treat us with Rentonio that he was growing on his balcony. He called his weed that way. He gave his own names to a lot of things. That was my first joint ever. I was thinking it didn't affect me. I was taking a puff more and more. Next moment, everyone went dancing, and I was with Renton's girlfriend alone. Nice. I thought it would be one of those awkward situations when you both sit and have no clue what to talk about. I wanted to say hi at least, but each time we tried to start talking, it was even more difficult than to get up early for work. But when I finally could say something, I felt like so much time had passed, it was senseless to say hi. So I sit there and think that we have been sitting and looking at one another for several hours. My hair hangs on my eyes. I try to fix it, and suddenly she jumps on my knees and starts kissing me. And the only thought in my mind was, did I say hi? And why don't I feel my lips? Why don't I feel anything? Where am I going with this? Girls are much easier to find common ground with. Okay, so this, she's talking to someone. For all we know, it could be that Thomas guy. Going back to the first one just to see the date, September 5th. This is 11 days after she contacted that Thomas guy, and 12 days after the party. The party would have had to be the 4th, because this is on the 5th, and the party was last night. Achievement, perfect decryption. Okay, now this one looks different. It's filled in. Let's see what it is. September 7th. This is 3 days after the party. Party was on the 4th, but before the conversation about making out with whoever that Renton's girlfriend with the guy, we don't know who she's talking to, but it's already happened because it happened at the party. Yeah, I had a great time. In the end, we went to my place, opened a bottle of wine, and lied on the bed, gossiping about everything till the very morning. It was so nice to talk so many things. We went through a lot with her, especially when we were trying to find ourselves. When she was doing karate, I was dancing. I haven't danced in so long. I'm pretty sure that I will look like a paralyzed hamster now, but I like it. We got tattoos together. Besides, she chose She chose a tattoo for me, and I did the same for her. As first, I was thinking about something like orangutan ass on her navel, but I never do something like that to her. I'll show it once we meet. Also, we tried to be vegetarians and promote cruelty-free ideas. We made a deal that one day we will climb a mountain range somewhere in the Himalayas. This nature-free air active leisure. So much you can try out and feel refreshment of mind and body and get rid of negative thoughts. So I'm assuming she's talking about the same girl, but we don't know for sure. They apparently, that night, we don't know. Maybe they went on a date on the 6th. The party was on the 4th. Maybe they went on a date on the 6th. Had a great time, went, got tattoos. It makes more sense if it's a different day than later on. So we'll see how it plays out. I want to know why that one paper is different. That's got to be a 4. I thought it was a 1, but there's no way it can be a 1. Yeah, it's a 4. Okay. There we go. September 7th. So this is the same day, maybe the same conversation about, that she had the conversation about the girl and the tattoos and stuff. She's talking about mountains. We've already seen the mountain things. Despite I'm afraid of heights, I really love mountains. How do you like to spend your vacations? Wow. She may be talking to that girl. You never think of that adult man could be afraid of insects. Nope, maybe not. She's talking to some guy. You can't do that. What negative qualities do you see in yourself? Actually, I'm just perfect. Haha. Yeah, I think I got the first and the third ones as well. Maybe I will tell you later. So she's talking to some guy. Some guy who has self-esteem issues and is afraid of insects. Bam! Perfect decryption! I'm good at this. I am good at this. And another full sheet of paper. With that girl, that was when I felt With that girl, that was when I felt that I lived life to the fullest. Did you have such feelings? At this very moment, it's all you need right now? Maybe from such moments, maybe from memories, and you feel yourself alive? It doesn't matter. I have to guess that it is so, otherwise it is harmful to think. Wow, this is October 20th. This is nearly 2 months later, a month and a half later. With that girl. That's when I felt to the fullest. It's almost like a month and a half later, she met this girl, they made out, they went out on this date, got tattoos together and stuff. Then a month and a half later, she's calling her that girl. Like it's, she hasn't seen her in a month and a half. am. I'm good. So what makes you your Mr. Boner Heart? Wow. She just likes to call him Mr. Boner. September 17th. So this is... days after the party. If she's still talking to the Thomas guy that she didn't know was the right Thomas guy, let's say she wrote the guy on Facebook and he says this is the wrong Thomas, and then they kind of become chat friends. This might be, and then 10 days later, 10 to 12 days later, about 10 days after she contacted him the first time, or 12 days, she's getting comfortable enough to say things like, what makes your Mr. Boner hard? That's a possibility. Yes, girls have much more troubles with that. For example, lately I'm crazy about getting orgasms in public places. I have some sort of distinction. I can squeeze my hips, use specific muscles, and enjoy myself. Really turns on. Absolutely. It's really turns on. When you sit in the park, people just go jogging around. They are all sweaty, and at the moment, you are sitting on the bench jerking off. Meanwhile, on the next bench, the granny is feeding pigeons and thinking that I blushing from catching eyes of passerbys. Probably. That's not my only superpower, and what turns you on? What would you do with me if the screen and hundreds of miles didn't separate us? I like the way you think. Okay, so she's turning them into sex chat. Sex chat is what she's turning them into. Alright, so there's no mandatory ones. This one's going to be harder. I'm not going to get this perfect right off the bat. This can go in any direction. Actually, can't go this way. This could go one and then... I mean, still could go in any direction, but it's either that, but it's more likely this and that. Oh, there's a 2. That has to be that way. Okay, good. Which means that has to be that way, which means this way can't go up. This can't connect because that would be more than 2. So this 3 has to be that way. This can't go that way. That would make that 1 3. So that has to be that way, but it can't go more, so it has to be that way. This can't go... Oh, nope. There, I hit a block. There we go. 2, 3, 4. That one can't be, so this has to go up that way. Wait, this is only a 1, though. Shit. There we go. This could go there and there. In fact, it has to. There you go. Alright, that wasn't that hard. Explain the puzzle system, please. On the next one, Nod. Sorry. Let's play a game. September 8th. Now, this is a day or 2 later. She just met the guy. She's talking about him. She's already been on this date thing with the girl, but this is before she called him Boner, the first Mr. Boner, but before she started talking sexy to him or whatever. This might be where they loosen up a little. Let's play a game. Rules are simple. I write 3 facts about me. 2 of them are false. You need to guess which one is true. Very common get to know someone game. Okay, I'll start. I'm afraid of aging, beards, and porn. Well, she's not afraid of porn, so that's a lie. She's probably afraid of beards. Aging. Why'd you choose that one? Yep, he chose aging. Why'd you choose that one? Because who's afraid of beards? Beards are awesome. Wrong, I'm afraid of beards. What else is, what if there's some birthmark there or something else? It hides a lot of secrets. Why are you afraid of beards? You go. I definitely have time to try yourself as a porn actor, so paleontologist, you definitely have time to try yourself as a porn actor. So, paleontologist. Oh, so you were boring since you were a child. My turn. Give me a minute. So he said his job was a paleontologist and some other things. The other two was a lie. He's a paleontologist. So we're talking to Ross. I've had sex for the first time when I was 13, 18, 24. 13. What? No, I'm not from Japan. Oops. I said 13 too. It's going to be 18 then. That's how it is. There's nothing strange about it. It's definitely not too late. You go. Oh, 23. 24. Same as me. Ha, you're weird. I like it. Something tells me that you're not one of those who waits until a wedding. Perhaps I'll choose never had school love. Lucky bastard. I've had an experience with girl, two girls, girl and man. Girl, but not two girls and not girl and man. And that was my first time. Why can I say that? I have great friends. Alright, good stuff. Alright, here we go. I'll teach you the puzzle thing. The crypt. So, this one has 0 spots open. And this is not the best one to teach you with because there's not chains. There's not a lot of chains. But it needs 2. You have to have 2 dots touching it. So this one's easy because you put one here. They each have 1 dot touching it. You need 1 more. You put 1 here, except it's broken. So we got to figure out what that means. This is a new thing of the puzzle. But on this one, it says it needs 3. This is broken. This is not a good one to teach you on because of the broken connectors. Ah, I see. Alright. So, I got the connectors back to right. When I put 1 in here, there's now 2 on each. Because there's the number it needs, it goes to a full number. The little numbers disappear. On this one, if I do this, it's going to give a third one to this, a second one to this, and a second one to this, which is what we need. So, boom, everyone's happy. This one needs 1. Got 1. Oh, this needs 4. So, when you chain something together, and you put 1 here and 1 here, it adds as 2. That's 2 on this chain. So, okay, September 16th. This is one day before she asked what makes his Mr. Boner hard. So they're pretty comfortable with each other at this point. I don't even know. I really feel shame for my behavior. Did teacher notice your boner too? At least Mr. Boner is definitely a cool nickname. You see, it was the first thing I texted you. Probably that's why you thought we knew each other. See, and that's first thing she called him was Mr. Boner. So this is probably the same guy in every note, I'm assuming. I haven't seen anything to say otherwise. Okay, I will also tell you something. I just remembered a similar story. Once when I was a kid in kindergarten, my friend taught me how to fondle myself. Yep, right in kindergarten. There was nothing so special about it. That was the first time I felt some kind of orgasm. We started teaching the other girls. We thought that we discovered something brand new that nobody knows about, and when we grow older, we will make a fortune with it. Haha. Once during the lesson, the teacher came in. Imagine a situation. Sleep time. I'm standing on the chair in the middle of the room. Girls are sitting around me, and I'm demonstrating how to do it the right way. Wow. I didn't feel ashamed of it, of course. I didn't understand what I was doing, but now, and the teacher was my mom's friend, in short, I can't look in her eyes to this very day. Wow. That's quite a story there, little girly. Okay, so we know that this one's going to have to be connected at least that way. Okay, so the ones that are white. Nope, not true. I was going to say the ones that are white, she starts the conversation. The ones that are gray, he starts the conversation. But that's not true. Eliza, I have an odd question for you. Have you ever had a feeling that you don't know whether this body suits you? I mean, does it happen that you see yourself and your body as two different entities? I don't know, Tom. I feel like I don't have a gender. You confuse gender and sexual preference now. Girls attract me because of other reasons, obviously. Oh, this is going to become a thing. I'm going to end up shutting this game off because this is just the dumbest topic. We're not going to get all political and whatever. Fuck, I'm going to kill Peter and his cockroaches someday. They ran away again. Got into the ventilation system. Everything overheated again and I lost my internet connection. In a moment like that, I feel myself cut off from the world. If your Peter is the programmer like my Peter is the entomologist, that's obvious that he didn't stay very long at your place. I don't understand that. So that has to be. There we go. I like the concept of the game too, so far. By the way, about my body, I'll tell about my sex fantasy as I promised. I always wanted to try sex with an amorphous object, so that it could take any form, size, and have any number of limbs I wish. What is more, it could read my thoughts and always do everything I wish and pleases me in way I want. And I could change my genitals whenever I want, like to put new socks on him. I'd fuck him with my dick, then he'd fuck me in my vag, and then I'd grow the tentacle and jerk off with it. Eliza, you are weird. I'm pretty sure your girlfriend wouldn't appreciate your super speed. I wonder whether a girl would come in such a case, or not. I mean, if you're moving so fast that she can't even see you, can she feel something during the process, or she'll get everything after, or she won't feel anything at all? That was a rhetorical question, but thanks for the scientific approach. So now they're talking about sex, superpowers, and how they affect sex. Alright. There's no way to get to here except that way, so those have to be. Which means if this is, that'd be too high, so that one has to be there, which means that can't be. So that, there it is. Open. I'm sure that Mr. Boner wouldn't mind to meet me. I even know how to make it more interesting. I have a game for you if you're not sleeping yet. Rules are simple. You have 3 tries to guess the color of my undies. If you guess, I'll send proof. If not, your fault. Come on, first try. Nope, second try. I see you need a hint. It's probably the most beloved undies for girls. Couldn't tell you something not so obvious. I don't like when you're stuck. You know what I'm saying? I can't help you. My turn. Sorry, I have no time now. I will have to go. We'll text you later. Yeah, it's Peter again, upstairs neighbor. He raises cockroaches and they ran away again. Yes, all fine. Good night. Alright, so Peter is the upstairs neighbor. She was just talking about Peter. And the other one, that one was before. Damn it. Here's Lobster Man. Lobster Man has roaches. It is a game. Good to see you, punk. So, it's a little bit like Her Story, as far as we can tell so far. Oh, Jesus. I am a decoder. I do decrypt files, and I'm decrypting these text messages. We're only seeing one side of the text message. They all so far have been from this girl named Elijah writing this guy named Tom. We don't see Tom's side of the story. And I had to decrypt the files. This is the first puzzle that I've had any trouble with. I'm usually just boom, 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 and the puzzle in. Not a big golf fan. Alright, shut it all down. Start over. First of all, to get the 5, I have to have 3 this way. And the only way I get 3 that way is like that, or like that. So we need to decide if, and that's probably what I did wrong, if whether or not I want, that automatically makes it 2. Now those 2 are 100% obvious. And because of that, I don't need that. So if I do that, there you go. There it is. Found it. So, I've decrypted all these emails already, or text messages, or whatever. This is the next one. We don't know the purpose of the game. We got a message. Before we go in here, let's get out. Let's go to chat. We got this message from Maria. I have a personal task for you and need decrypting some files. As always, better keep quiet. This is highest priority, so tell your team you're sick for coming days. We've gotten, then they send us this file, and that's the code to get in. I haven't come back to the chat, so apparently we should be checking back in the chat. I recall that these files are private. I think you don't have to explain to you that they are not for reading, do I? Of course. What's the progress? We'll finish soon. Oh! So I'm supposed to be decrypting them but not reading them. But I'm reading them. What's your progress? We'll finish soon. And then Kevin wrote me while I'm at it. Where have you disappeared? I have to go to dinner alone 2 days in a row. Where have you disappeared? I have to go alone 2 days in a row. I have a job to do. If you're using latest version of decryption software, look for codes in the log file. So she's given me another file, which we're almost done with. I need to come out every once in a while and check chat. It's weird she got out of the hospital so quickly. Maybe something important happened. Don't know, maybe. Can't talk about it, I see. Yep. Alright, that's it for chat now. Let's get back to where we were. I did just decrypt one. Did we read it yet? I don't think we did. Alright. Ooh, I love stories about sex chats. Wait, what? Wait. What did she ask you to fuck her with? In the form of Eiffel Tower. Strap on in the form of an Eiffel Tower? Okay, go on. Yeah, sure, it's not the weirdest. How could I think so? So, you are a unicorn, with the Eiffel Tower on your head. Oh, I don't have similar stories. Default set, dominating and humiliating. What day is this? This is the 18th. This is right around when they started getting comfortable with each other again. Oh, I don't have similar stories. Default. That's what I'm saying. Nothing interesting. However, once there was a girl who asked me to do it in front of her cats, and to tell her where they were sitting, how they were sitting, staring at us, and everything like that. It was a bit strange for the evening sex chat. Wow. Sex chat, sex girl. I mean, sex girl. Cat girl. Damn it. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I already got the achievement for doing a perfect one, but I would like to do them perfect as every time. Of course, what a stupid question. I will say more. Our conversations make me take a bath more often than usual. As for baths, it's filling up. I'll go now and read our chats. Yeah, I hoped you would offer it. I'm feeling really horny. Yes, it's wonderful here. I'm wearing a light summer dress. It shines through in the moonlight. I'm looking at your lips. I want to feel them on my body. Uh-oh, they've sent pictures now. Covering your eyes, passing your hair through my fingers. I'm so horny I can barely stand on my feet. I can't think about anything else. That's all I want. I can feel it. What date was that? Because now they're officially sexting. September 19th. Alright, so that one is 100% has to be one. These two 100% have to be one. This doesn't look like it matters if it's one or not. However, this has to change because that's a 4. Can't be there, so it has to be this way. Which means it can't be that one, so it has to be that one. Alright. This has 0. This has 4. And since that will make it 2, this and... Well, this... Maybe that, though. Ah, I didn't mean to click there. One of those 2 will have to be 1. Yeah, it's a little Minesweeper, a little Sudoku. This one can't be 1, so that has to be 1. This probably should have switched, and it should have been here or something, but... Yeah, if I had done that... Okay, if I do this one... There, and there, and there. Oh good, I did it perfect anyway. Nice! If you didn't get it from what I was doing there, I'll be happy to explain it. I explained it to Not already. October 23rd. Have you ever had such relations? I mean, what's happening with us? As well, our time together gives me the creeps. Gives you the creeps. What? That's not nice to say. Okay, so if I put 1 here, it doesn't count for this 4, I'm pretty sure. Which means that best case scenario, I can get 2, which means that these 2 have to be... They have to be. One of these 2 are. We don't know which one. This can be 1, but that means this one and this one have to be to make that 3. And because of that, this can't be 1, so that has to be 1. So there's the 3 there, which means this can't be 1, which means that isn't 1. This it can be 4. I can put 1 here, which would get me to 2. I think that's what I have to do. I go 1, 2, 3. That gets that. Can't put it there, so it has to be there. I can put this there, or I could put it here. I put it here, and that ends it. No, nope, that's wrong. Oh no, I didn't get an X. Oh no, yeah, that's right, and then that. Woo! Which means that isn't the one. Lol. Are you not following my train of thought? I feel like I'm doing a good job of pointing out what everything is, why. No! How could you say that? October 21st. Now, we've seen the conversations go up as much as like October 28th. So they talk after this. Can I mock you a little? Maybe I like nerds like you. Didn't you think about it? You got me angry, buddy. I would jump on you and tear you apart right now. Haha. Yeah, me too. That's the first time in a while that I'm feeling happy. Alright, well that's everything. That's the whole thing. Let's go to chat. There's nothing there. I'm suspecting that this is going to have different... No, chat. Maria. If you're using the latest version of the decryption software, look for codes in the log file. Oh, okay. Oh, is that a 78 maybe? There we go. Alright. Decrypt. Nope, same type of decryption. Alright. So, These that are zeros, I mean, these are gray, are going to be something different. I don't know what it is. I don't know how it goes, so we're definitely not going to get it right the first time. I was thinking that's a possibility, but alright, so I gotta figure out the puzzle. This can either be this and that, or it can be this and that. Alright, so that's the closest thing to a guaranteed one. Well, actually that's not true. Because there's no way to get 3 without... Those 3 have to be done. That has to be... Those 3 are guaranteed, definite ones. With the old style, if I put this in here, this would mean 2. Now, this isn't a full box. I'm wondering if it's something like, but even then, that doesn't work. 1 off of the side has to be black. But if that's the case, then 3 off the side would have to be black of this one. And that's literally these 3, but you can't get this 2 without making at least 1 of these black. I could do that, but then there'd still be 2 that are black. And this doesn't have 4 off the side, so it can't be that. Oh, in a row? 1 in that row, 1 in that row, 3 in this row. There's not 4 in this row. Well, if you do this way and this way... 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's so hard with those 4s. I figure the only reason I can tell it's a 4 is because before we got this current in the other ones, I would put 1 and it would say little 1, little 4. But if it was little 1, it would have changed to a big one. So that's the only way I knew before. One open, 3 open. 4 open. Well, unfortunately, that doesn't work because this is the only way to get this box to 3. There is no way to get this box to 3. No matter what I light up. See this? Everything I light up, I can light up the whole thing. There's no way to get this one to 3 unless that box is lit. There's no way to do it. So, by that logic, this one has to touch that box. This is guaranteed. Those four are 100% absolutely going to be used, be lit up. But that's about as far as I can get because I don't know. So when I got to this point, I said, okay, well these boxes are black. We're trying to, we have it, it's black circle. We want it to be white. We're turning the box white for the white box. So this is a black box. We leave it black. One off of it is black. One off of it is black. But this says 0. I'm such a dummy. Man, I hate being dumb. Alright, so it's still her conversations. Still September 18th. So it's still not... and the numbers are going up. Alright. So it's just another segment of her stuff. What's the weirdest girl did you have? There should be some girl whom you couldn't understand and see through. How you can love sex and always find a reason not to fuck? How can you love sex and always find a reason not to fuck? What excuses, for example? I think that if she just took a shower, it doesn't mean that she won't it again. Got it? It's not a shower she was taking so long. Is it more clear now? It's not a shower she was taking so long. So do you have a girlfriend or perhaps you are already married? Yeah, because I expect everything from you. Should I come then? I haven't tried a threesome. Sad face. We know she hasn't tried a threesome from her two whatever's in a lie. We had already known that. Alright. Damn it. I didn't necessarily want to get rid of it. I was just saying. No, I already decrypted it. Go back. Damn it. Alright, open. Once I had the most fleeting crush. Now this is the same day. September 18th is 17th, 18th, 19th. That's a very, they did a lot of talking on the 3-day period. Once I was at a Halloween party. Everyone wore lazy costumes. You know, it was when Superman t-shirt is all the costume. There was a guy in a box on his head. Just a cardboard box with the holes for the eyes. He was hitting on me all evening, calling me his fire lady. At the time I had red hair. Had a red hair. And said that he wanted me to burn him. He was extremely dedicated, funny and cute. I couldn't resist the moment. That evening was unbelievable, but he didn't let me take the box off. Even when he took me home, we walked through the park and he was still wearing that box. My subconscious was already starting to imagine various scenarios. I thought he had a scar, or he feels shy or to show, or he had a huge mole, or perhaps he was ugly. There should be a reason for that box. So here we are, standing at my front door. It comes to a kiss. Moment of truth. He's putting the box off. He's handsome, just handsome. Common guy. No moles, no scars, nothing. I felt so disappointed. He kissed my cheek, and we never seen each other again. Felt so disappointed that he was a good-looking guy. Fricking women, let me tell you. Alright, so here we go. And that is not the most interesting part. Often is the most interesting September 16th. So this is 2 days before the Halloween story is told. It's not 2 days before the Halloween story happened, obviously. And that is not the most interesting part. Often, in the most unexpected moment, you meet a handsome, slim guy. In short, you like him. How can I give him a hint or something? You smile and snap eyes at him, but he does not react. Hints and men are impossible. Yeah, that's very easy for you, Vini Vidi Vici. Blowing off a guy is also a special kind of art. Sometimes you just have to have a nice walk and don't touch anyone, and here comes the man that have literally nothing that I could put my eye on. How could I tell him that I'm not interested, but with no offense and not destroying his self-esteem? I can still deal with it, but when you date for some time and you are so horny you had no sex for a few months, but you have to play a hard to get. These double standards. If a guy fucked many girls, he's a stud. If a girl did, then she's a stud. Alright. 2. That's easy. 2. That's easy. 2. That's easy. 2. That's easy. 1. That's easy. Which makes this 2 easy. Which makes that 1 easy. Which makes this 2 easy. Which makes that 2 easy. Which makes at least those 2... Well, it makes those 2 easy, which makes the 3 easy. Which makes... the rest of it a little more difficult. Alright, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Could go that way. This one could go this way. If I do that, that becomes 3. 1, 2. This could go up. Alright, so for 3, this one I would need to go this way. I can't go up 2, or that's all 3. Which is probably the most likely way. I go up 2 and just chain that 3 together. Because if I don't do that, if I just go up 1, then I have to do that one and this one, and I can't. One of these have to be gold. And if one of them are, then I have to go up. And if I have to go up, then it becomes 3. So that has to be. This one can go left, but it definitely has to at least go right. And if that's the case, then that has to go that way. So it could. This could be white. This could be white. I feel like we've gotten into the point where everything gets filled in, and thus this will be white, and that will be black. But let's see and make sure before we get too far. If I make this black, this becomes 3. This still has to be black to make it 4. In fact, that's it. That has to be that. Okay. Because of that, this has to go left. That's at 2. 1 up becomes 3. 1 left goes 4. This changes that to 4, and this leaves this one. Yep. Looks like we're doing everything every time. But I'm getting perfect encryptions. No screw-ups. Alright. Oh, I still got the monitor capture on? I sure do. There we go. October 9th. How do you imagine a perfect couple? I think it doesn't exist. Yeah, I had a friend like that. Her husband and she always seemed to be such kind of couple among all our friends. They always traveled, did everything only together. Not any fight all the time they were together. All of us looked on them with admiring envy. Someone not only with admiring, but once at the corporate party, Irene made a blunder and told us she needed this marriage only to be able to adopt a child with her girlfriend, and she had to pay her husband a lot of money to keep his mouth shut while he was having fun in the strip clubs. Wow, that sucks. Perfect couples exist only in fairy tales where they live long and happily. I can't tell you anything right now. I don't know myself. We'll see how it goes. When I come back, I think I'll be able to tell you more particularly. When she comes back, she's going somewhere, guys. Let's make sure nothing, no one wants to chat about anything, no? Alright, let's decrypt more. One, two, three. 1, 2. That has to be white because that's only 1. Now it doesn't. That could be white or that could be white. We don't know. Actually, we do because this is 4, and this could only be If that's black, then that has to be white because that's the only way to get 4, which means that has to be white, which means that has to be white, and that has to be white. Which means this has to be white, which means that's going to be white. I mean black. This has to be black, white. But that's only based on the assumption that we're changing every color. I can guess so, Nod. I don't, like I said, I don't know anything about this game. Which makes all of these black to get 5. And, which makes that white 2, 3, 4. That has to be black, which means that one's going to be white, which means that one's going to be black, which means that one's going to be white, as is that one and that one. Oh, I was so close. That was supposed to be black, or not at all. Damn it. I just kept clicking because I thought we were doing them all. I came this close to perfect, and then there was just an extra one that got left as a circle that I wasn't paying attention to. That's what I get. Up, chat. Kevin's typing. Don't know. Just warn you. You know Maria and how much she has been through. There's a reason why our company is called Mantis. If she doesn't like something, heads will roll. It's alright, don't panic. How do you think? Why is it so? Why do girls like jerks? Maybe. Because they keep you at a distance and you have to win them over. However, it's much funnier that way. You're worried, you suffer, rejoice, feel sad, and you keep it over and over and over again. Now they've got these turns in there as well again. Hello! Yeah. Oh shoot. Guys, I'll be right back. Don't do it again. Alright, sorry about that, guys. There we go. Ooh. By the way, what about an amusement park? Have you ever cheated on anyone? I'll explain how it is involved. So, did you? Why not? Well, it depends what kind of kiss it was, with whom, and why. Yep, this one's in October. I don't know, it sounds innocent, but if you would cheat theoretically, would you confess? If you survived after that. But I'm not sure. On the one hand, if you did that, so bear that burden on yourself. On the other side, I'd like to completely trust my partner and know everything about him. A while ago in summer, we were walking with my ex in an amusement park, and we found a lie detector there. We decided it would be funny to ask one another weird questions. I must admit, it was a strange way to find out that your boyfriend cheats on you. Oh, gee whiz, this is getting to be very complex. Now, there we go. Maybe switching games soon if something exciting doesn't happen on this. It's cool, but if I'm just going to be doing those puzzles and then reading things that don't actually play into anything. To be honest, I can never recognize a character. That's why I always had such boyfriends. If it's true that all the problems come from my childhood, then obviously it is because of my father. He always thought that I had known answers to any questions. That I had to know answers to any question. If I didn't, he tried to figure out why. He always wanted to fix everything. I hoped that he would finally recognize my personality. Oh, I've told too much. Answering your question, I don't know how I choose them. I don't have any criteria. Either the guy got into me or not. What about you? How do you see that girl is good for you? Yep, daddy problems. Maybe I'll go as far as doing the last three in this and the first one of the next one, but if it ends up just being more of what I'm doing, then I'm not sure I really care all that much. Bump, 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 bump. Third archive, part 3. That makes sense. Getting real good at that. Alright. To be honest, I don't completely get what you are talking about. October 22nd. In what? She happened to be not the only one you were looking for. That's why you broke up? Sorry to hear that. She wasn't good for you either, is that right? So how do you imagine your next girl? So he's now single October 22nd. Alright. So no matter how I do it, I have to have one off of the side of that each way. I don't know if it'll be this one, this one, or this one that's blank. But one of those three have to be like that. This is a similar situation. 3, 1, 2. No matter what, this one has to be black. 1, 2, 1, 2. So either way, both of these have to be white. This either needs to be black or blank. Fortunately, now that they leave some blanks, makes it more difficult. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which means that That and that have to be black. Now, it could be 6, 7. It could be 6, 7. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could be just one more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this and this have to be black as well. We just don't know of the final 3 which one of those 4 it's going to be. We know this one can't be white, which means these 2 have to be white. That's probably black, but we're not going to just assume. Let's see. This could be 1, 2, 3, and then 1 down, so we don't know that there's any up. This could be 1, 2, 3, and then 1 up. We don't know there's any down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and none to the side, so that doesn't give us any information. This is going to be like the bottom down here. 2, 4, 6. In fact, this is exactly those 6, so the only 6 it can be. Which means that changes this 4, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4 is all that can be. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, what did I do? Those are the same color, you moron. Alright. But that also cut out some options, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We know that these are now the rest of that 7. One of these 2 will be black. One of these 2 will be white. Yep. Frickin' moron. Alright, here's another 7 situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which means that everything but one of this cross will be filled in. Which means anything that's not the last one is guaranteed. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't know which one of those 4 are not going to be filled in. This 4 could go there and down, or there, and we don't know at any one of the 3. This 2, actually, this one has to be white, black, which that tells us what the rest of the 7 is. This one can't be white, which means these 2 have to be white to make that 4, which makes that the black. That's the 5 now is in it. That's the answer for the 5, and the 4 as well, and the 1, 2, 3, 2. That makes that, and that, and we're done. Part 2, point A, achievement unlocked. October 27th. Good night. Don't think I forgot about you. We have just been on Chomoluga with friends. There's no connection here, but nature is unbelievable. How are you doing? Is anything wrong? Why don't you answer? I didn't want to find it out this way. Yes, we got back together. Sorry I didn't tell you before. Hope we won't change anything between us. So she's back with her boyfriend. We finished out part 2. I'm going to open part 3, do the first one. And then we'll probably switch games for an hour or so. Alright, let's see. Just kind of want to see the new decryption. Okay, so now this is 9. There's not 9 in a row. So this plus is actually going to be saying that it includes anything. If I put something here and then up this way, not anything, but a box. So if I put this 1, 2, 3, that's going to go, it's going around the corner. And because this is plus, it's going to go around the corner too as well. This one, however, doesn't count until I put that one in, and then it will count for all 9. And I just screwed up my perfect just to make that point, but oh well. Alright, 8. Black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, let's assume that all the pluses are in. Puts us at 4. Here's 8. I don't know if that's the correct 8 because theoretically I could put it there. I could put it here. So weird. I don't know if we're not sure if all you have to do is get 8 or if you have to get the perfect exact 8. Now this obviously has to be there. Alright, it worked. I guess you just have to get the numbers. You don't need the perfect. Alright, last thing. We're going to read this. I thought you'd gone. September 14th. Sure, introduce me. Tom adds new user to conversation. Okay, so this is September 14th. Maybe the years are different because this is in the middle, and now we've added someone to the conversation. Bob. And we're getting to see Bob's part of the conversation. Hey babe, how you doing? I'm okay. You want to see my little friend? I think I'll pass. Bob, message deleted. Tom removed from the conversation. So never mind. One day, one time, we started to add someone, and then turned out Bob was not worth having. So you got an integrated chatbot. I see it has self-learning program, right? And where did you learn all those things? How many girls did he pick up that way? I'm sure he collected the information exclusively for work purposes. Are you saying that you have no interest in real people? Okay, do you have normal hobbies? As for me, I like singing, even try to record music. I'm not really good at it, but it calms me down. Maybe you shouldn't. I'm not sure you're ready for it. You asked. Thank you. Pleasure to hear that, especially from you. Alright, so the game has not gotten all that much more intriguing. It's neat, and I'm not saying I won't get back to it. But for the time being, I think that I am good to call this part of the day a day. We did get some